So yeah, these lion's mane we're just going to be fruiting probably directly out the sides of the bags. These were inoculated 10 days ago, so this is what full colonization looks like with the lion's mane. Very wispy mycelium, very fine. And then we can notice again too, we have like little mycelium or little lion's mane mushroom fruit bodies, pre-fruitings. If we let these go for about another week, we'll get a nice thick, about 2-inch growth of lion's mane. So if you're gonna fruit them like this, you kind of don't want too much growth on the top. So if you're just gonna make some slices on the side of your bag, it's best to get them in the grow room right as soon as they finish colonizing. So right about day 10, they go right into the grow room. If you do get like a 2-inch growth on top of your bag, you can open it up and you can kind of scalp it, take the lion's mane growth off and fold it and still get those fruitings off the sides. But the benefit to growing it on the top like that, I found, is you get lion's mane quick. So if you have clients that really want lion's mane, which I've had in my case, I get this top fruiting to grow, and then once I put it in the grow room, it's about 1 week until it's time to harvest. And you get a good yield, usually about 3 pounds on the first flush. So I actually usually get more lion's mane on the first flush if I top fruit it. So if I do some side fruitings, I notice I do get like a little bit less, but it all works. Wheel these over there. We're gonna side fruit these. Yeah, we'll group these together and we can put them on that back right section. We'll just get a blade and kind of just nick the top of each of these bags. Let out any air. Just start deflating the bags of any air. And I'll just kind of fold these in, kind of like I'm making a little paper plane. So yeah, we have a couple different we actually have 3 different lion's mane strains that we grow here actively at the farm. So today we'll be putting 2 strains in the grow room, and it's nice to have a few different strains of the same species growing at the same time, because you just get that diversity and you kind of just surprise your customers with a lot of different looking mushrooms. The customers will notice the differences between the strains we grow. Like for instance, we have an HE0, which grows really long, basically spines, very, very defined, very shaggy. That one's gonna kind of have more of like a lobster or crab-like texture than our other lion's mane. We have like another one that grows. He's very dense, very productive lion's mane that kind of resemble, kind of like pom-poms or kind of like even in the earlier stages, kind of looks like a brain. So that one's really good for commercial production. And also chefs really like it as well because of that denseness in it. They can really get like a meaty texture out of that one. And then we also have the HE3, which is a very productive mushroom as well. It grows very big flushes. I think it's our heaviest yielding lion's mane. And that one has very small teeth, but also very meaty mushroom. A lot of people will compare it to like a chicken-like texture. Yeah, so for home growers on lion's mane, it's a super easy mushroom to grow. And if you do get a block of lion's mane like this, then yeah, just like I did, deflate any of the air out of your bag, get a nice fold, and then when it comes time to fruit it, basically just take a blade and you could just make a couple quick cuts on the block like that, and then with a spray bottle, mist it really well. And basically it's very aggressive. Within a few days you should see the lion's mane mushrooms growing. And if you're growing it in a grow room, just keep your humidity between 80 to 90%. If you don't have a grow room, you could just use like a little bag or something as a humidity tent, and you can drape it over the block. Keep the block misted as well as the inside of your humidity tent. And within 2 weeks, you should be harvesting your lion's mane. And the cool thing about lion's mane is it produces consistent flushes of mushrooms for 2 to 3 months. The grow room is pretty consistent as far as where they go, the top does get a little bit more humid sometimes, depending on what the humidity's set at. But for the most part, it's pretty much a free-for-all in here. You just put the blocks wherever you want, and they do just fine. Let me see that one. Okay, we can load this. This one's ready to go. So yeah, I'm just getting that fold. Make sure there's no air in your bag, because if you do leave a lot of air, mushrooms can form up here in this little space, and you just don't want them to. That can take away from your yield. Another cool thing about the blocks like this is you can just double stack them and really just get a lot of, maximize your space in this grow room. So just get our quick little incisions. I'm just doing three cuts. You can make one diagonal cut. You could just make a poke. There's a lot of different ways. So lion's mane's good to go.